You are listening to our podcast, Stories of India. We are your host, Arya.
And Manasvi.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Journey of Inspiration. In today's episode, we will be taking a closer look at the life of Major Padmapani Acharya, where the devotion for his country stood first before the love of his life. Marriage and army duty both require unwavering commitment. In marriage, that commitment is to your loved one. In military, it's to your country and fellow soldiers. Charulatha beautifully tells the story of her life with Major Padmapani Acharya. Listen their story from a train journey to the Kargil War. Major Padmapani and Charulatha's love story is a heartwarming tale of two souls who found each other in the least expected way. Their love story began in 1995 when they met on a train, where Major Padmini sat next to Charulatha reading a book while their eyes did the talking. So now let's hear their story from Charulatha's point of view.
I saw Major Padmapani for the first time while travelling in a train with my aunt from Jabalpur in 1995. He had a commanding and impressive personality. He was helping people with their luggage there. I was unable to take my eyes off, and soon he caught me blushing. I felt delighted and shy at the same time. Major managed to sit near me. We spent the night talking to each other. But then our destinations arrived. He left his book on the seat and I found his phone number written in it. As soon as I reached home, I dialed his number and said, "Hey, I'm Charu from the train." His mother replied, "Padmapani is busily effusing about you." Soon our families met and agreed to our marriage. Padmapani was always a lovey-dovey. He would often surprise me by returning home early. 3 years post-marriage, we were pregnant. But the nation called him for the Kargil War. He didn't tell me the reason for leaving. He kissed my forehead and hugged me and said, "I will be back soon and look after our family." Major used to send letters from Kargil and I eagerly waited for the postman. But I soon realized that he was in Kargil and he always stayed positive. One morning, my in-laws came and asked me to sit down. They said, "Our brave Padmapani is no more. He sacrificed his life for the nation." I was shattered. The love of my life was no more with me. For me, he was the best person to be with. I didn't know whether to feel proud or feel dejected. I had a child in my womb and used to imagine my husband holding our baby. This made me cry every day, but I had to remain courageous for my baby. After 3 months of losing Major, I gave birth to a baby girl. My in-laws asked for remarriage, but Major gave me the best moments to live. He was my first and last love. I could never imagine a life with another man. He gave me golden time to spend, and moreover, memories that will last till my final breath. Major is the biggest inspiration for my daughter. She is always on the edge of her seat to hear the stories of her dad. Major is still with us. We would keep loving and cherishing him forever.
Such a heart-touching story, Manasvi. Losing the love of your life is one of the most painful experiences one can endure, especially when it is a martyr who sacrificed their life for their country. The grief can be overwhelming, but amidst the pain, remember that their love and memories will always live on in your heart. Their courage, selflessness, and sacrifice will continue to inspire generations to come. Though they may be gone, their spirit lives on, and their love will forever be a beacon of hope and strength.
That's all for today's episode of Journeys of Inspiration. Join us next time as we bring you more inspiring stories of people who have overcome challenges to achieve their dreams.